Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on my latest daily Liverpool news show. If you're new around here, you want to keep up to date on all things Liverpool related, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, put your bell notification on as well. And as we always do like to say, hopefully every single one of you is keeping safe, and once again, keep on saying it every single episode. Thank you to all the NHS workers, the key workers and all the health workers and everyone that's on the front line battling the coronavirus. Absolute huge big thank you on behalf of me, the whole world as well, and most importantly. But thank you, and we've got a packed show really for you, everyone. Let me know your thoughts if you are joining the show as we go live tonight. On Diego Carlos, obviously the Seville Brazilian centre back. He's had a fantastic season at the La Liga outfit anyway. He's been a mainstay in the La Liga side. He's a huge player who is not very well known around Europe, but I think what he's done this season, he's commented on speculation about Liverpool and Barcelona. He's basically shut it down, but I've got his latest thoughts on tonight's episode, everyone. I've got obviously Loris Karius as well. Yet again, the Turkish side, Besiktas, very much his agent have got all of his latest comments in tonight's episode. His agent has had to come out yet again in terms of the Turkish sides. They haven't been paying him over the previous months. There's a lot of good in comments anyway. I'll read them out anyway. Get straight into it, and really, I just kick start off. Won't talk too much about it, but in terms of the culture secretary, if you're not aware, in the UK, Oliver Dowden challenges the Premier League to show games free to air in England anyway. So let me know your thoughts on all these stories. And as I said, at the top of the show, if you're new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. This video is going out live, so make sure if you are joining the video live, get your comments in and I will get through every single one of them and relay them to all your fellow Reds around the world, everyone. But hi Jack, insert coin. Ben Latham, how you doing, Diane? Chris Welch, hiya fella. Hopefully you're having a lovely night. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Doug, typical a video about potential signings, and he plays the move down. Apparently we have he has a 75 million release clause. Doug, nice one for commenting, mate. If you haven't seen Doug's channel, make sure you do head over there and subscribe. The Dugout Football channel anyway, he's in the comment section below, but as he said, he's just done a great bit of content, so go and head over there anyway. But we'll get straight into I won't delve too much into it because it's in terms of, if you missed it today, the culture secretary Oliver Dowden challenges the Premier League to show games free to air. Anyway, I won't do too much on this because I hate talking about politics anyway, but in terms of the political scene, especially in football, because it is important, the current situation we are in. Let's get to his quotes anyway. He appeared before the Digital Culture, Media and Sports Committee on Wednesday afternoon, revealed his discussions he's had about sports resuming without fans in attendance. His quotes are as said, I personally have spoken to the Premier League whilst officials in my department are engaging across all sports. He said, we actually had quite productive conversations. This would only be if we pass 5 tests. B, could we ensure it is done consistent within the existing measures in place around the time on social distancing. C, would be content that it sent the correct signals in relation to the footballing world. We should want to be sending the right signals. Life is going to go back to normal, but it's still a while away anyway. We're still asking people and take measures to protect the public health, which is as most important. And there's 2 last bits. Within that, we have already had productive discussions. We have already engaged, for example, with the police, the Public Health England, and the local government associations and others. So we are progressing with this, and can conclude on what he's had to say. I really want to get to the point where we have bottomed out. It would be in good practice in terms of anything that we would want to go forward in terms of the Premier League. Everything is able to do so in the correct manner in English football. So yeah, they had little comments anyway. Obviously, the culture secretary talking about the Premier League. There's been a lot of talk. Obviously, we've seen the Bundesliga come out over the last couple of days. They are looking to come back mid-May or around that time anyway. But but the Bundesliga, especially in Germany, they've more or less you've got the coronavirus under control. Still a lot of work to do from every bit of the world anyway, but they are ahead, especially in Germany, ahead of the UK in terms of everything in terms of combating the disease anyway, the virus. But we go straight. Let's get to all your comments anyway. Let me know, everyone. When do you think the Premier League will come back? Like I've just said, then the Culture Secretary's his comments. We're not going to rush it. That's the most important thing. When it is safe and proper to do so, that's when the Premier League will come back fully. But let's see if there's anyone's why matey's class. Sounds he's talking to one another. But as long as the season is completed, even if behind closed doors, is from Chris Welch. We can celebrate with the fans and when we are all happy. Chris, spot on there, mate. And I think us as Liverpool fans, every single week that went by in terms of the build up to the Premier League campaign, I think every single week prior to what happened with the coronavirus and everything COVID-19, for me personally, when the season was going week by week, I think we all knew when we got into the position in terms of Liverpool having a saleable lead in the Premier League. I celebrated every single week like it was so important, and I'm pretty sure every single one of you did. And when it does eventually, football does come back together anyway, it's going to be a great day. But as we said just then, the health of everyone is the most important, and I think we can hold on a lot longer anyway in terms of that. But as I said, Bundesliga, and I think the City A is quite a while away from concluding anyway. But we'll get straight into the Loris Karius latest news anyway, and then we'll talk about the Diego Carlos, the Brazilian centre-back, and what he's had to say in terms of the current transfer rumours. He shut them down. But Karius, if you're not aware, he's been on loan, obviously, hasn't he? I think Besiktas, they paid the $2.5 million transfer fee to get him on loan anyway. But it's gone from the Liverpool Echo tonight. Loris Karius, not a bogeyman, as Liverpool goalkeeper row continues. And we get straight into what his agent has had to say anyway. But it's basically more or less his agent coming out and saying, Karius, stop trying to make him out as a bogeyman in terms of Karius potentially, supposedly, if the rumours that have been coming out, especially in the public domain, in terms of the Telegraph and a lot of news-related articles have been saying Karius is forcing a move out of Besiktas. He doesn't want to come back to Liverpool, and he's basically backhanded those comments, saying, as he goes on to say, Karius' agent, I strongly condemn the fact the club's representatives, that being Besiktas, not want to portray Loris as that they want to portray him as a bogeyman. The remained payments have absolutely nothing to do with the coronavirus crisis, even if the club likes to communicate that. We didn't split up. Loris is still under contract with Besiktas. This comes obviously off the back of the report in Germany news outlet Bild, as that goal sent Besiktas a number of reminders between October and March for outstanding salary payments worth in excess of around 1.4 million before filing a complaint to FIFA anyway. So that's mad, everyone. I do hope, if that's at Liverpool, whether that's somewhere else in England, I really do hope Karius does get his the current situation sorted. And that's mad if that is the case. Obviously, Karius and his agent filing a complaint to the FIFA in relation to his payments and his wages not getting paid, which is mad. But for the lads and everyone around Liverpool anyway, we know what happens in the Champions League final, but it's important that we do get behind him, and well, whatever the future does hold, hopefully he does get sorted in terms of a potential future move. Apologies, everyone. And then we get straight into all your comments anyway, and then we get straight into the last story now of Diego Carlos, the Brazilian centre-back at Sevilla. All of his quotes anyway. Let's get to all your comments. Seeing as 2020 has been an absolute catastrophe, there we go. Timo to Liverpool would be a nice boost. Ben, spot on there, I don't think it's been a fantastic season, mate. I think it will continue to be so. But things like this in Wales, it's things do come up, and Liverpool are in a situation where it's a very rare occasion that it's happened, but it happens, and but don't let that take away from the season in which Liverpool have had. The season football will get kick started into gear. Liverpool will still have their title winning sides anyway. It's not going to go anywhere. But as I said before, Ben, but you spot on there, mate. Timo would be a lovely incentive, really. Kevin, he said, not sure exactly when, but will be behind closed doors. Kevin, you spot on there, as I said, the public health secretary, whatever relation he holds in government. He has, if you missed it, rewinded everyone, but basically come out, read out his comments in terms of they're in clear discussions with the Premier League, the government, like the Bundesliga are with their German government anyway. They're in contact, constant 24/7 negotiation, well, not negotiations, but dialogue anyway in terms of potential outcome anyway. But Kevin, you spot on. I think it will be behind closed doors. I think that will be what will happen. And the Public Health Secretary anyway, he's just said he wants the Premier League to potentially show 3 games. I don't think the Premier League would do that, but it would be interesting. I didn't want to read too much into that, but he did say that as well in terms of his comments. I didn't want to bore you with what a government officials have to say. Last thing you want to be hearing. But in terms of what he was saying, the Premier League could potentially show them on live anyway. I'll leave the link in the description. It's from the Liverpool Echo anyway, everyone. I'll leave them in the comment section below. Just let me copy that into the chat anyway, so if you want to read that, you can do. I'll leave all the links to all the stories in the descriptions, as I always do in every single show, everyone. So if you want to delve further into them anyway, you can do. But Karius being linked to Wolves, which is bizarre. That's from Doug. Is he, mate? It'd be, obviously, they've got the Portuguese shot stopper anyway. Completely forgot his name, as they always do. I think he's the Portuguese #1 anyway. Patricio, is it? At Wolves, he's a fantastic goalie, mate. The COP Council, for me, Karius has to go back to the Bundesliga to get his confidence back. That's spot on there, Connor. I think he will do, mate, and I think it'd be for the best in terms of his confidence. And really, because prior to the Champions League final, he played very well. There's some cracking saves, and his save percentage, if you look at it in the Premier League season, he had a better save percentage and more clean sheets than David De Gea. So, in terms of an overall season, he didn't have the worst season, but I think football is very fickle, and fans are very fickle around world football. They only seem to remember the bad points in players' careers and just kind of more or less forget what the happy moments in which they had. But like it is, like everyone's rival fans talk about Steven Gerrard, he slipped and all that. And you tend to forget that he won the European Cup, he won the FA Cup on his own against West Ham, the great moments. But absolutely mesmerising how we once went for Karius to Alisson, shows Klopp's direction and intent to take us to the absolute top. It's spot on there, Ben, and I think I hope Karius gets confidence back. Spot on there, everyone. I think hopefully, fingers crossed, he does get his potential future club sorted in the long be future anyway. But we'll get straight into the last and final story as well, everyone. This is coming from the Liverpool Echo anyway. Liverpool and Barcelona target Diego Carlos shoots dead transfer speculation. So Liverpool target Diego Carlos has dismissed transfer speculation linking him with Barcelona. Host of clubs are chasing the talented centre-back who has a release clause, as Doug said earlier on in the show, of 65 million in his contract at Sevilla. Jurgen Klopp has apparently identified the Seville star as a perfect partner for Virgil van Dijk, but Carlos sent a clear message to his suitors that he is not thinking about his future right now. He told Uda Casiero, must be a Spanish publication anyway, I don't know if Barcelona want me. He's quoted, there is a lot of news that comes out and we will see, but I don't know. What I think about it is finishing the league as good as possible, and I want to leave it that for anything else for later. They were very serious about. They were very serious things for me, and these situations must be left till later. I am focusing exactly on playing and finishing the season with Sevilla as good as possible. Is any rounds off? Yeah, and that's his latest comments, everyone. Let me know if you've seen the lad play. I know he's been getting rave reviews over in Sevilla. I think Sevilla are quite high up in the Spanish league. Everyone, so I haven't seen a lot of them. Not to sit here and say, yeah, I've watched every single game of Diego Carlos. I've not seen much of him, but from what I've seen and what I've seen on YouTube highlights, he looks like a decent player. I think a lot of players look good on YouTube highlights. I think it is Andrew Voren, when we signed him, looked quality on YouTube anyway, which was mad, everyone. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below before we do go, and I'll read out every single one of your comments. Yeah, Rui Patricio, just from Doug. Ruddy is leaving, apparently, so Wolves want him as a number 2. But that's Karius, mate, is it? Shared it in the group, mate. Chat, mate. Oh, nice one, Doug. I've just been uploading the video, so apologies, mate. I didn't see that, la. You hit the nail on the head there, Jack, about Karius. I agree. Nice one, Chris. Good move, exciting player. North, have you seen a lot of Diego Carlos? I think the only things that I've seen about him are when I've been playing FIFA. So I know he had a road to the final card. If you're not aware, that's on FIFA. It's a special card that gets upgraded for all the non-FIFA wizards out there. But Chris goes on to say about for me, we don't need Carlos. In my opinion, we've got Gomez and Matip to partner Virgil van Dijk. For me, a move for Carlos again, I need to see him to do it consistently anyway. Chris, spot on there, mate. Obviously, we've got, as you just alluded to there, Virgil van Dijk and Gomez. Absolutely loved them. I'm not forgetting Joel Matip, the absolute legends of Barcelona. I love Matip. Those three, I think any club in world football would be very lucky to have. But it's looking like not Virgil van Dijk. I would be scared of that happening. But Dejan Lovren looks like he could be potentially going out in the next coming transfer windows anyway. So we need at least another first like a first player that can come into the starting 11 anyway, because you got the Virgil van Dijk, he's riddled in terms of previously. But before he comes to Liverpool, he had a very serious knee or leg injury anyway. Joel Matip, he's had his history record with when he was a Schalke and when he moved to Liverpool. He's been in and out in terms of selection. And then you had obviously Joe Gomez, who got injured last season as well. So all those three centre-backs, they're only an injury away. And then you're having to rely on two centre-backs then. And it's like right back and left back. If Robbo or Trent get injured next season or the back end of this season, you're left scratching your head really when you're in competitions, the back ends, deep into competition. You need to pick and choose and more or less swap in and out. Make sure I've got everyone's comments. Ben's comments, there's been plenty of footballers who have said similar things and then moved clubs in the next week. Ben, I tell you, yeah, spot on there, lad, but that's the beauty. That's why we read out all their quotes anyway. But it's good to see he's a professional there, Ben, in it with his comments. That's what you want. And if Jurgen Klopp is a man of, when he does his recruitments, he bases players, obviously, firstly, on his recruitments in terms of quality, but he likes to sit down with them one-to-one, gets to know their attitude. They ring them on FaceTime, be like, hello. But he's a man of quality, a man of good qualities. He wants his players to have good qualities and very good human beings, to quote Brendan Rodgers, the absolute legends. Lovren gone. We need 4 centre-backs. No Fred, spot on there, la. Okay, fair point. I would give Sepp van der Berg a chance he can replace Lovren. Chris, that's another one, isn't it? Sepp van der Berg, and I think similar to Brewster, like we have spoken over the couple of the weeks there, Chris, haven't we, over the last 24 months? Sepp van der Berg, he got brought in. He's had a couple of great games, especially this season, obviously in in the cup competitions. He's a lad with a bright future. That's being harsh. I'm not too sure. I think he's talking amongst each other anyway. But yeah, nice one, lads, everyone. Hopefully you have enjoyed tonight's episodes. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a lot longer stream tomorrow, but I just wanted to make this a quick short video so you can watch it anyway. I'll leave all the links in the description so you can check out all the stories in the entirety. I always get the hiccups, don't I? There's never an episode where I don't get the hiccups, especially when you're on live. It's probably the best time to get them anyway. But just conclude, really, everyone. I've hopefully read out everyone's comments. If you haven't, apologies. I will read through them now anyway. Ben said Timo inbounds at the very early stages. Well, missed my comment, Ryan. Right. Ryan, yes, I will make it a mod. Apologies, I missed your comment there, lad, but definitely. Matty McDermott, what do you reckon on Jordan Ayew to Liverpool rumours? Matthew, I think there's more chance of me coming to Manchester United or Liverpool. I think our cat could probably get linked with them anyway, but definitely, Matty, if I've seen that, no way. Well, only if we had Roy Hodgson at the football club. I think that's a Roy Hodgson signing. But yeah, I don't know where you're reading that news or that. But yeah, I think you're just pulling me tail there, lad. No, Matty. Chris has replied to Matty saying, "I think I'll pass on that. I think we will." Evening, everyone. The Cop Council. Just reading out everyone's comments behind closed doors. Yeah, read that one, Chris. Nice one. Absolute legends. Exactly, but Jacqueline, do you think Klopp's strategy will be to change due to the virus regarding any summer signings? Jack 11 FIFA spot on there, lad. I think no, it won't change his strategy, mate. In terms of all the planning prior to obviously COVID-19, anyway, all the work would have been done behind closed doors, like it was for Fabinho. I think if you look at the time when Liverpool signed Fabinho, apart from the 24 hours before any inkling of a potential signing, no one in the history of YouTube or anyone, no one covered Fabinho coming to Liverpool. So I think, Jack, you spot on there. Quality question there, mate. I think the strategy will be same as always is with Jurgen in terms of any potential transfers, mate. Because it's good that Liverpool do, and I'm happy that it's like back in the old days when Liverpool used to do their business behind closed doors. The less we know officially, I know we do like to read our transfer news stories anyway, and rumours, but anything that is possible will be happening behind closed doors. You never know. Mbappe or Haaland could potentially be coming to Liverpool, and that would be quality if nothing gets broken about that. But yeah, I'd love for us to have a look at Umtiti from Barcelona. It doesn't get the game time and seems like a waste of a good talent. Ben, he's a great player. Umtiti, I think he has been linked with Manchester City over the last 12 months anyway, but we need a backup left. We need a backup left back, creative midfielder, and two forwards with Salah, Mane going to the AFCON you expect. Nice one, Chris. Nice one, Matty. Nice one, Ben. Nice one, the Cop Council. Nice one, Doug. I think that's everyone. Chris as well. Nice one, Jack 11 FIFA. Kevin, absolute legends. Every single one of you. Ryan as well. Thank you very much, every single one of you, for getting involved in tonight's episodes. As always, leave your comments in the comment section below. We'll read them out in tomorrow's episodes. If you have just joined the live stream, this video will be getting uploaded so you can rewind it back. And as always, Reds, hopefully every single one of you is keeping safe, stay inside, help the NHS. And yet again, thank you so much to the NHS workers, as the workers, Tesco, everyone working on the front line. You are the real heroes. And I will see you again for another video tomorrow. Is any other news anyway. But if there's any topics that you want us to talk about, let us know in the comment section below, and we can definitely talk about that in tomorrow's video on tomorrow's live stream. But everyone, have a safe night, look after one another, and as always, lads, you will never walk alone. Ta-ra, lads.